Oh my gosh, you guys, this is better than I could have hoped for. Look at that. Today's episode is dedicated to the wonderful therapists at Mary Free Bed Clinic in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They have helped so much with my concussion that I'm going to be making them some coasters as gifts today. So I'm going to be using acrylic paints like you get at Michael's and some house paint, and I'm going to make these great little coasters. There's the concussion. I'm going to make these great little coasters that I can give as gifts. So stay tuned. You're going to see how I do it. I'll give you a little tips in case you want to try something like this. Or if you just like watching painting, then watch away. So here we go. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be using these tiles. Now I've already covered the back. And I've got some things like playing cards I'm going to use. I've got a couple of these cool little tools. Maybe I'll use a comb. I haven't quite decided yet what I'm going to do. But I know that I'm going to use this Sherwin-Williams Oceanside color paint. I've got that determined, and I've got my other paints determined here. Now these are just paints I've used for other things, and I kept them, and I'm going to use them in this project. And I'll go through with the, as I go along, I'll show you what I'm doing. But first of all, I want to start by putting down some pillow paint here. So pillow paint is the paint that you put down that you, especially when you're doing like a bloom technique or something like that. By the way, I haven't been an artist that long, so I don't know everything. I've got some pillow paint down, and now I'm going to stack on some of the colors I've made. So we're just going to put them in a little pile here. That was Prussian blue. If you've never had a concussion before, wow. I mean, I can tell you, I took a bad fall in the house, and it has been a long road to recovery. I appreciate all of you who've been praying for me and sending me nice well wishes. I really appreciate that. If you've had a concussion before, you can understand. If you haven't, there are a lot of really weird symptoms that come with it. And it does take a while to find your words again, to get your balance again. And I'm not even all the way there yet. It's amazing. I've fallen before, but not like that. I fell backward and hit my head on the cement floor. And that took me to the hospital. It was difficult. All right, so I love this color. Oh, I think this is going to be so beautiful. Turquoise. I like to use a lot of colors because I love to see the colors coming up through. And when you're doing a coaster, I'll put it in the description where I get my coasters from. I really love these coasters. They're beautiful when they're finished, completely finished with a little resin on top. And I know these therapists are going to appreciate it so much. When I go to the therapy clinic, they have all kinds of tasks I have to do. It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing what they have you do there. It's amazing to me. Okay. All right. I don't know so much about that color, but we'll see. Next up, we're going to put on some of this Cell Activator, which is just Australian Floetrol mixed with Amsterdam paint. And this is going to give me a little place on top where I can blow it. So let's do it. Got a little blower here. I'm just going to take this little blower and see if I can make a pattern on it. Like that. There we go. Oh, and you can see the pattern starting to develop here. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Those purples are going to come up. The colors are going to blend together. It's going to look beautiful. Now I can see I've still got a lot here where it hasn't come up yet. So we're just going to give it a few minutes here. And I do see some bubbles, so let me get those. When I go for therapy, they do a lot with my eyes and my balance and all kinds of things where I have to hit a board and touch that and move my head in all these ways, which I thought, how's that ever going to help? But it's amazing. It is. Oh, look at this. Wow, beautiful. It's coming up. Now, I could either leave it like this and spin it, and that'll make a beautiful coaster. Or sometimes I like to take an item and run it through, or a marble, or maybe just like run this comb through. So I think what I'm going to do here, see, I might run the comb through. I think it looks so cool when I do this. So let's just start here. We're going to run the comb through. And then we'll run it through here. That is pretty cool. That does look pretty neat. Look at that. Now, I want it to spread out and cover the whole thing. So let's see if we can give it a few spins. I love how that looks. That's going to widen it out too. Now, if you've never done fluid art before, it's super addicting. Let me tell you that. Wow. That's beautiful. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just pick it up and get it moving a little bit. Oh, beautiful. This is for the eye people. I'll tell them, this is for the crazy things you make me do with my eyes. And there. Oh, this is beautiful. So we just really need to get a little more over this side, and I'm going to help it a little bit. And more will flow over here in a minute. This is really cool though. I really like that. Nice. Okay, so in here, this is just gonna make it so the sides look really sweet. There we go. And let's do it again. Oh, perfect. A little more. This is actually really, really cool looking. You can't see it as well as I can, but the black in it actually came out. I was a little worried about the dark in it, but it looks really good. Let me get it with the spatula here. Move a little more here. It's perfect. Yeah. I'm going to put it on a cup to dry and we'll look at it again in a minute, but I really like that. In fact, I think I might make another one like that. Very cool. Let's do another one. All right, so we're going to do on this one, same thing. We're going to put down some pillow paint. This is just Sherwin-Williams Color to Go. Spin it a little bit, get it moving here. There we go. Love it. And we're back to our colors again. So we're going to put another little group of colors down. Gets a little easier after you've got them all stirred up, doesn't it? Okay. Love this one especially. Okay. I think I'm going to do the same thing again because I want a couple of them that look alike. Now, if you watch a lot of fluid art, you'll notice that sometimes people will blow with their mouth. I have a weird condition that makes it so I can't do that. So I like to just use a blower. Now you might be like me too if you've got asthma or something like that and it's hard to blow. But look how beautiful this is coming out. Wow. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Wow. The colors are coming up here. Pop our bubbles on it. Gorgeous. Look at that. I love how big these cells are. Look at that, and look at the beautiful colors here. Now I just took my blower and I just blew it a little bit more, blowing that white paint down in on top, and that's making those colors come out. Wow, I've got lots of videos on this if you want to go watch, but how beautiful is that? I hate to wreck this one with the comb, but here we go. All right, so this one, let's do a little different. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to put the comb down, and then I'm going to spin. Here we go. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, but oh, that is going to be cool. And that's a great thing about this kind of art. You can try new things. Look at that. Wow, let's get a close-up of it. Let's help it along here a little bit. Okay. How gorgeous is this, huh? This one's going to be beautiful. So when they work with me, and I know a lot of people report this, when you're going through concussion therapy, you have kind of like a floaty feeling or an off-balance feeling. And that's why I'm choosing to create these off-balance looking coasters for them. That's what I'm going to tell them anyway. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so this one needs to keep going a little bit. Keep spreading out. So we'll keep going. I love it though. It's gorgeous. Look at that so far. Oh, it's gorgeous. The sides look really good. Look over here. I love that look that the comb gave it. Okay, let's bring it back to the middle. Look at that. That is cool. I don't know if I've ever seen a coaster like that. That is really cool. I love it. I'm going to put this one to dry. All right, we're going to do another. When these dry, they're going to look really amazing. I'll take a picture when they're dry, but the shine is going to come out on them. I've put a shine into the paints that should show up. All right, so let's keep going here. And this time, let's just give it a little more of a different pattern here. See what that does. That's kind of the great thing about this kind of art. You can just make however you want. I love that it's very forgiving. If I goof on the colors, it's going to be fine. I mean, I've made a few bad things that I didn't like, but generally they come out really good. The comb has kind of been one of the things I really love, and marbles too. I love using marbles. I've got lots of videos where I use marbles. These are just gorgeous. I can't wait to see how they look when they dry. Okay. People are coming out of their houses right now because the weather's finally getting a little better. So everybody's coming out to play on the lake. Like me, that's what I plan to do later. I'm curious if anybody who's watching this has tried this kind of painting before. I would love to hear if you put it in the comments. If you have your own art channel, I would love for you to put that in the comments so I can go see what you're making. So for this one, oh, I'm getting paint on me already. I'm going to rip a playing card in half, and I'm going to use a playing card on this one. I'm going to dip it in that white cell activator right here. Whoops, the white cell activator. I'm going to dip it in here, and then I'm going to run it across. So kind of like this. Just like what I was making. And on this one, I think what I'm going to do, instead of that, I think I'm going to just kind of swipe around like this. I'm going to start here. Ooh, paint flew when I did that. I love it though. So just a different variation on the theme. I really want it to keep flowing over a little bit more, so I'm going to bring it down like this. All right, so that was definitely one of my favorites, so I'm going to make another like that. So I will show these at the end so you can see how they all are. But let's keep going. We're going to do another one. That was beautiful. I think I'm going to go for like a little flowerish one this time. We'll see what happens. I might change my mind. Again, same colors. But I think I might just change up the order a little bit. We'll put that purple on first. I was doing the lighter purple there, but I'm a little curious how this is going to work. I'm just going to change up my order. It's going to make a different color to it. Same colors, just different order. We're going to put this constellation on last. I'll put a slide up that have the colors for you. Oops. All right, this one, let's go ahead and put on our white cell activator again, just a drip of it. We're going to blow this one, but we're going to use a different head on it this time, just for variety. Wow, when I changed colors like that, the tones became really muted. How different is that? That's kind of good. I like it, like it, like it, like it. I'm going to do a concussion. I'm going to do a concussion alert here because when I fell, I definitely needed to go to the hospital. But I've talked to so many people who said they didn't go to the hospital after they fell. And I really want to suggest that if you take a bad fall or get a concussion, that you go get help immediately. Because so many people have written on my feed and my Facebook group that they didn't get help and they've had symptoms afterward for years. And I'm really happy with the care I received and how right away they started me on a therapy program to make sure that I can get better faster. Now, it's not for sure that I'm going to get better, but it has been working. So I just want to say that. Okay, so all right, so here we go. I've got this big white in the middle, but I think what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to again use my comb, and that of course will change the middle. And I didn't get very many cells this way, but I think what I'm going to do is do like this, cross corner to corner and corner to corner. And I'm going to leave that white right in the middle like that. That does look cool. And go ahead and spin it out. I like that a lot. Wow. Look how it's coming up. Beautiful. Now I'm going to center that white, I think, a little bit. So I'm going to just bring all the other colors down. Hopefully you can see them moving. There's enough paint on here where it can keep moving off. I'm going to put a little more on here. I love this. I like this so much. I might do another one like it. Wow. I say that about everyone, don't I? You see all the color in it? I love that little shape in the middle. What you're unable to see because I can't make the cameras do it is how shiny and sparkly these are. They are gorgeous. I'm going to make one more, and this time I'm going to make a big like trivet kind of plant stand one also. So I've got more paint left, and I really want to see what this looks like on the big screen. Is that the term I want? No. Concussion, go away. I want to see how this looks on a large tile. Okay, I'm going to put a little more on here. Even more. Love this Sherwin-Williams color. I'm going to even need a little more. All right, so for this one, I'm going to do the big X across it. So I'm actually kind of going to make an X here. Okay, there's our Prussian blue, our sky blue. Some of our constellation by this little piggy. We've got Halo Blue Gold. I don't know what this is. Actually, this is Mermaid now that I look at it. Halo Blue Gold by Lumiere. Turquoise by Liquitex. I'm actually letting it go out past on purpose. It's going to make it just gorgeous with all these colors. Alright, we're going to put a little bit of this blue black on also. I'm going to go with a little more of it. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit more Prussian blue on top on this one. This is going to be a big one. Alright. Okay, so for this one I'm going to use a large palette knife. I'm going to put some of the Cell Activator on. Whoops, got a lot there. Alright, and I'm going to just swipe right through it. Here we go. Oops. Just like that. I love this one the way it is already. I don't know if I want to swipe through it with the comb or not. We're going to see here. That is gorgeous. Colors are coming up. I see bubbles, so I'm going to get those out. Oh, wow. Love it. But I really think I'm going to do the comb again because I want it to match. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get brave. I don't want to do it. This is so cool the way it is. I'm sure I could spin that out and that would look amazing. But here we go. Alright, and then one more going the other way. Just like that. Oh, that was hard to do, you guys. I didn't want to do that. I love the way it looked before this. That's actually one of my favorites methods. I do a lot like that. Oh man, this is going to be beautiful. Okay, so let's pick it up off my little mat. Oh, I wish I could hold it up to the camera, but it's not quite ready yet. This is going to be gorgeous. Okay, so first thing, before we spin it too much, we're going to add a little paint to the sides. Now, I don't know about you, but I've watched a lot of videos on how to do this. I'm like a big consumer of fluid art videos. They've helped me so much. Okay, I like that. I don't love that right there. But I'm thinking that'll pop off when I spin it. This is really gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so, okay. Look at this, you guys. Is that gorgeous? Let's try this camera. Look at the, let me move this out of the way. Look at the pattern on it. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Still moving a little bit. All right, I'm going to get these drying. I'm going to do a flyover so you can see them. I'm so happy to be back to painting again since concussion. And it's good to be with everyone, and I hope to see you in the next video. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is better than I could have hoped for. Look at that. Gorgeous. It came out amazing. It's one of my favorites ever. And here's the smaller ones. That's the one where I put the comb on and I twisted it like a radius. Beautiful. Here's the first one I did, and look how beautiful that came out. And my first thought was it kind of looks like underwater ocean, like coral. Beautiful. This is the one where I did a little swoop through it. Gorgeous. This is the one where I changed up the colors, and it's more muted. But gosh, these came out just